Hello, everybody. I told you I was going to come back, and I'm telling you that you're going to want to stay for this is because this is great information that you guys need to know about, and it's the City of Prescott takeover. This is how we started, like this. Guys, I'm really honestly, I would wear a bow tie, but my beard covers the whole thing, so I would have to get a bigger bow tie. Anyways, guys, as you guys know, we'd like to go ahead and find out a lot of things here locally in Prescott and abroad, all of Yavapai County. We bring some of the coolest people on board, but this one right here is very meaningful for you guys in the community of Prescott and abroad. So without further ado, from my left to the right, wait, left to right. Anyways, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
I'm Kay Sitto. I'm a Water Resource Project Manager with the City of Prescott, and I'm here today to talk about our Water Conservation Rebate Program.
That's awesome. And what's your role and what makes you famous?
So my name is Gina Arriaga, and I'm here representing our Solid Waste and Recycling Division with the City of Prescott.
Oh, that is so amazing. Okay, so this is a very big deal because a lot of things that have been happening here locally in Prescott is that I've been wanting to know more about how we could go ahead and better our way of life. And so we have a couple things that we want to talk about today, and we're going to talk about let's just get started. Just tell everybody a little bit about what consists in your job and what's your main focus.
Well, the main focus of the Water Conservation Rebate Program is to encourage residents and business owners to save water. And water is our most precious resource.
Mm-hmm.
And
you actually need it.
It's vital that we conserve it as much as we can.
Yes. That is actually a really big deal. We just read on one of the City of Prescott's pages talking about, there is a water. I'm trying to find the word. I was trying to find it right now, right before I was like, there is a word for this. So where you actually have a certain time that you turn your water on and a certain time you turn your water off. What is that called?
We do have time of day watering restrictions.
There we go. Restrictions. That's the word.
Some people were confused. So I do just want to, for the record, let everybody know that you are allowed to water after 8 o'clock at night, but you should be finished by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it's just a matter of, every gardener, everybody that takes care of their yard in general, you don't want to water in the middle of the day anyway, because it will fry your stuff. It will fry your grass. It will do all of that. So, what is another way you could go ahead and make sure that you don't use too much of that water? That's the other question.
And well, you can also lose a lot of water to evaporation if you water during the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's real important too.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that happen in our community, and you could travel all through all of Prescott Valley, and there's not that many grass things because I think a lot of the citizens understand that we're in a desert and we don't have those things. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and go into a couple of the questions that we have for you guys. Why has the city implemented these rebates?
Well, because we do want to encourage water conservation, and we have various options available in our rebate program for people to use. We have rain barrels that people can install. We have a very recently redone, colorful brochure on how to a homeowner's guide to building a rain garden, and that's sort of a more intensive process. And we also have turf removal.
I'm just thinking about a rain garden. I'm just like, and we've had a lot of rain, so that's awesome. Well, and we're expecting a little bit more.
We're having an excellent monsoon season so far this year. That's true.
It makes me happy.
It's been really good.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about these rebates so everybody knows exactly what these mean.
Well, with the rain barrels and the rain garden, which is with the new homeowner's guide, and the turf removal, it's really best if you get in touch with me ahead of time so that I can just make sure that we're all on the same page and that you're following the proper guidelines. So that's sort of important. But we also have an irrigation timer. It has to be EPA approved, but you get a $75 rebate for installing one of those.
That's cool.
And then we have an ultra efficient washing machine list. And there is a specific list. So there again, it's best to call me first and find out exactly what's on that list. I can email it or put it in the regular mail for you. And you can get $200 rebate for installing the correct washing machine on the Consortium for Energy.
I would like pay for it and it's sold. Let's go. Just kidding. I mean, like those washing machines are nice, especially the ones that are coming out because it's less water, less energy. Like it actually really is a very good thing for our resources.
But not all of them are on the list, and it's up to the manufacturer to get on the list with the Consortium for Energy Efficiency. And that's why we need to make sure that they're actually on the list.
Okay. And where do we find that list?
Well, it's online, but I can also email it to anybody or if someone gives me a call, and this might be a good time to give my phone number out.
I like that. I'll be like, give me your digits. We want to go ahead and find out more about it. Let me have it right now. I'll go ahead and put it right here on the front screen.
Okay, 928-777-1645.
1645.
1645. Mhm.
45. I promise I know what I'm doing. I promise.
That's good.
All right. So here's that number, guys. If you guys want to call and find out more, obviously she's here live, so don't call right now because she ain't going to answer. She's busy with us over here. And if you guys want to find more about that, let's go ahead and ask those questions. If you guys want to know more, just ask those questions right now online. But let's move on because obviously you're being silent over there and we want to know your role. And let me go ahead and have the questions that I set up for this. Tell us about the City of Prescott's recycling program.
So the City of Prescott actually has several different ways that we can all do our part in recycle. A lot of people don't realize that at our transfer station, we have 6 to 8 big blue dumpsters that are available for our citizens 24/7 to come and drop off their recycling items. We also accept things like e-waste is a big one. So your old laptops, computer towers, VCRs, DVD players, flat screen TVs can all be brought into the transfer station during business hours and recycled at no charge for our customers.
Wow, that's so crazy. I mean, and you know what? When I start thinking about recycling, I'm going out there and in Prescott, obviously we have a distinguish. It's blue and green.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to myself, like there is so much that we could go ahead and recycle. What happens after the process of recycling? Like what does it do and how does it actually come back to us in the community?
So we actually being a transfer station, a lot of people, assume that we're a landfill and we're quite different. So as a transfer station, we transfer out both all of our solid waste as well as our recycling. We have an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Phoenix. So we haul all of our recyclable items to their transfer station. It's called North Gateway. And they then sort it and distribute it as far as how it gets broken down and recycled into our future things.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I remember having, obviously this is the decade of documentaries.
Yes.
And so I go in there and I start talking and watching all the stuff that we could do to help conserve and also, recycle in order for that recyclable goods to be brought out. And us as, humans nowadays, like when we actually get rid of our trash, it just like, hey, it just floats away. You're just like some little angel comes and picks up our trash and sends it somewhere else. And then we start thinking about, if we really thought about how much we wasted and how much we can conserve. I mean, you would think that everybody would just jump on board. How are we getting the word out to the community so everybody knows where to find this information?
So the first place that I think is a great resource is our website. So you can look up prescottrecycles.com and it will take you directly to our page on our website that will show you both visuals, graphics, but we also have what's called a recycling wizard. And it's a great tool. You can type in like, how do I dispose of batteries? And it will give you like your top 3 resources in the area. It will break it down by items. It'll break it down by things that are not recyclable. So I think sometimes we're unsure. And so if you're ever unsure, check out the website. That's going to be a great resource for you. But then generally, we do have a lot of things that we use day to day that are recyclable. And so we highly encourage you guys, whether it's paper, plastic, metal, and your household glass, take the time. Those extra few minutes make a big difference.
So you actually put up a statement. I'm like, I'm going to be guilty of this right now, but where has everybody been recycling their batteries and where are we supposed to recycle the batteries?
So
without getting myself in trouble.
No, so actually it's funny. It's a question that we get often at the recycling center. And so nowadays our batteries, our household batteries, things like that we use for our flashlights or our remote controls or cameras, those are actually no longer made with what's considered hazardous waste. So you can actually throw those away. We do recommend that you double bag them. However, there are some community resources questions that you have as well. So there's a place called Batteries Plus Bulbs, and they will be able to take both household batteries as well as a golf cart battery, a NiCad battery, things that were batteries for like laptops and whatnot, your power tool batteries. They can recycle those there. So it's awesome to be able to have resources and partnerships within the community that can help us make sure that we're doing the right thing and we're not just putting the wrong kind of stuff in the ground.
You know what, just talking about this, and then obviously having all the water coming in from the monsoon season, it's just like, it's like a fresher breath air, fresh air, fresh air, breath air. Anyways, it's like a fresh
A breath of fresh air.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It actually makes you feel a little bit like, oh my gosh. And I mean, that's kind of when people get a little loose, like saying, oh, right, we're going to leave the water on in the sink while we brush our teeth. I mean, let's think about it. Conserving water is a very big deal. One of the things that I do to go ahead and help do the conserving of the water is I like to turn the water off while I brush my teeth, and it's kind of crazy. I also got to the point where I was taking a very short shower because of the fact that, like, I don't like taking long showers anymore, but at the same time, I just like, conservation, I want water to be here for my little daughter, Those are my ideas in my head. So how are we doing with the actual water as far as like conserving it so far?
Well, we put $40,000 into our program each year, and this year we rebated $38,320. So we almost hit the 40,000. In other years, we have exceeded the 40,000, and that's okay. We can always put more money in, so that's never a problem.
Oh, that is so amazing.
But we are saving a lot of water, and we have different factors used, like a typical toilet. You can save 7,200 gallons over the course of a year.
That is crazy.
For installing a new low-flow toilet.
I've been actually noticing on a lot of toilets and in general is there's a numeric numbers, Roman numerals. Roman numerals. Oh my gosh, tongue twister this morning. And it's number 1 and number 2. Obviously, it's just like, this is the number 1, number 2 buttons. So what is it? Is that the type of toilets that you guys are looking for people to install?
We're looking at either installing a 1.28 gallon per flush toilet, and that's a single flush. And we also offer a 1.0, 1.28 dual flush toilet. And for either one, for the 1.28 single flush, you can get a $75 rebate. And for the 1.0, 1.28 dual flush, it's a $100 rebate.
Oh, okay.
And if you happen to be on a septic system, you get an extra $50.
That is crazy. This is going to be one of the coolest transitions, especially with the older house, because got an older house community here. So a lot of people are going to be doing remodeling and stuff like that. Do you guys actually, put that out there before or when they actually pull the permits? Is that how they find out that information? Or like whenever you're doing a remodel or whatever, you're just like, they come in, they have to, or do they have to pull a permit to do a toilet?
If somebody is putting in a new toilet, then they might want to hire a plumber to help them. But some people can do it themselves if they want to, and they can purchase the toilet themselves, and they don't need a permit to install a toilet.
I wonder if all the plumbers in general are on the same level of like the way that you guys are thinking, as far as like, hey, let's teach the community how to conserve water, and this is our suggestion. Are they doing that? Have you guys reached out to the plumbing community? Maybe plumbers will be able to be the full force, like, this is what we're doing to conserve water.
Well, usually the applicant gets in touch with us and we let them know this is the kind of toilet you should buy. Okay. And so then they will tell their plumber, this is what we want you to buy. This is the model you need to purchase for us.
Okay. Well, I mean, I tell you what, every voice matters. And when it comes down to helping us serve and make sure that our water, stays good, I think that is the best part about it. Once again, how does everybody get a hold of both of you guys? Is it the same phone number?
No.
Oh, yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. I got one number for water, and it's 928-777-1645. And the next one will be
928-777-1116.
Dude, how do we all get the 777 one? Like, this is pretty
I think
cool.
it's just because we're awesome.
Yeah, we're like lucky number 7. Sometimes when you want to roll that dice, you want to see those numbers. But at the same time, this is a very, very big deal because our community deserves it. Our community needs it. And to go ahead and keep Prescott beautiful, this is how you work it. This is how you do it, guys. So if you guys want to know more information, please go to the City of Prescott's website. You will find all this information. You'll find how to go ahead and recycle. You'll find what to recycle all on this page, and also how to go ahead and conserve water and to go ahead and make sure your life is better in Prescott, Arizona. With that being said, I'm out of here. These girls got to go back to work. I got things to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in and interview some professionals boxers. So stay tuned. We're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to be a part of that, and you're gonna see these two battle it out on the screen. It's gonna be fun. But wait for it. It's gonna happen soon. With that, I'm out. Bye guys. See you later.